From the very first whistle, Bayern Munich came out with intensity that felt almost reckless. Just 43 seconds in, the first shot. 4 minutes later, another. Wave after wave of pressure, suffocating Real Madrid deep in their own half. This wasn't luck. This was a statement. Vincent Kompany had warned everyone before the game. Don't focus on their stars, focus on ours. And Bayern made sure Madrid felt that immediately. Then came the first crack. A loose ball, a mistake, 5 seconds of chaos. That's all it took. Gnabry, Kane, back to Gnabry, and suddenly Luis Diaz appears out of nowhere. Goal. 1-0. The stadium didn't just go quiet, it froze. And before Madrid could even breathe, it happened again. Just 21 seconds into the second half, another mistake, another punishment. This time was Harry Kane. Calm, composed, deadly. From 20 yards out, no hesitation, just a clean, clinical finish. 2-0. At that moment, it felt done. Finished. Over. But this is Real Madrid. And Real Madrid don't follow logic, they break it. Out of nowhere, one pass changes everything. One run, one moment. Kylian Mbappé finds space and scores. 2-1. And just like that, the entire energy of the game flips. You could feel it. Not just momentum, belief. Bayern, who looked untouchable minutes earlier, suddenly looked human. They dropped deeper, hesitated more. And Madrid? They grew. Stronger, faster, more dangerous with every attack. Because when Madrid believe, they don't just play, they hunt. And then came the real turning point. Not a goal, but a man. Manuel Neuer. At 40 years old, he became the wall Bayern desperately needed. Mbappé threw on goal. Saved. Vinicius Jr. one-on-one. Saved. Another chance, another moment that should have been the equalizer. Saved again. Over and over. Think about that for a second. At 2-0, Bayern were in control. At 2-1, they were surviving. That's the difference playing at the Bernabéu makes. And then, the moment everyone was waiting for. The kind of moment this stadium is famous for. A dangerous ball across the box. Chaos. A late run. Mbappé arriving again. For a split second, it felt inevitable, like history repeating itself. But this time, it didn't fully happen. Bayern held on. Just barely. So what does this game really tell us? It tells us that Bayern Munich are ruthless, clinical, efficient, and unforgiving when you make mistakes. But it also tells us something just as important. Real Madrid don't need control to win. They just need one moment. And they almost found it. Because let's be honest, without Manuel Neuer, this game probably ends 2-2. Maybe even 3-2 Madrid. And without those early mistakes, Bayern might have been out of sight by halftime. That's how thin the margins are at this level. Now everything comes down to the second leg. One stadium, one night, no room for error. So here's the real question. Do you trust Bayern's control or Madrid's chaos?